There's not a real contention here, unless they legitimately think there are 27 months in the year. This is probably, like, this paragraph alone is one of the most disqualifying and insanely disgusting, crazy things. It's just the most outrageous, stupid thing. I feel like any dollar amount that I ask for, you're gonna say no to, and that's just gonna make me feel even worse. And that's the message that she deleted. Their updated complaint is pretty good. He implies the plaintiff is trying to milk him. The word gooner is slang for someone who is deeply engaged in excessive adult, X-rated content consumption. X-rated? You already said adult, no? Jesus. These definitions are from Black's Law Dictionary. Yeah, they have an entry for gooner now? Seems like you were fucking lying. So they amended it, but they still provided zero evidence. Guess the magistrate can throw it out now or what? Well, now, I think now we could either reply or we could do a motion to dismiss. I think now we try to do a motion to dismiss. Basically, the only thing now is they're trying to say that now they've walked back a little bit the date on the sending the file to Rose. They walked back on that and they're saying that the debate is now in contention. It's not. I think that plaintiff's own filings, like in their own filings, there are pictures of them looking at dates that say like 27-05-. So like it's pretty, these are European dates, I think, by plaintiff's own evidence. So the only thing that it'll come down to is whether or not what goes on with this Abby person, I guess, is the only thing. The mysterious AbbyMC, whoever that is. Would you not motion to dismiss the whole time? We could have filed a motion to dismiss on the initial complaint, but the problem is, it should have survived. Like they had a lot of claims and accusations in there. But now that we're through this a bit, they amended their complaint super late. They haven't provided any evidence of any of the other random things that they've had in there. They threw like even more wrong, dumb shit. But at this point, I figure now it's just beneficial to me. If you just want to load it up with a bunch of stupid stuff, it's good for me, I guess. But the only thing that matters that it all comes down to now is the Abby stuff. Yeah. You can file for dismissal. I mean, like when a motion to dismiss, you're looking at the pleading and you're accepting it as though it's true, and then that's it. So that's why if somebody dismisses a case on a motion to dismiss, you've probably fucked up quite a bit. So I don't know if we can dismiss it. We'll see. It depends, I guess, on the Abby stuff. But the MSJ, the motion for summary judgment, I imagine is probably like it should be an easy one, I guess. Again, it's just going to come down to the how much the judge thinks that Abby's testimony with no evidence is, I guess, a matter of fact versus a matter of law. Are you able to get transcripts yet? Nope, still waiting on the ruling on that. What is the Abby stuff specifically? Destiny, I missed that. I was unaware of this, but when Abby was at my place in 2023, Abby was apparently, after I left, she got on my computer and started snooping through shit. And in the process of that, I guess, maybe, I don't know, because I didn't know this until a couple months ago. Supposedly, she went through my folders on my computer and looked at stuff. And 2 months later, there's a DM. This is the only evidence they submitted. But 2 months later, she's like talking to a friend saying, "Oh, Destiny sent me all these videos of him banging," and then he names Cherry and Pxie, of which I don't even have videos of the former. That's not even true. So my guess is that she just went through stuff on my computer and saw names that she recognized, and she was just like talking shit to a friend. But she's trying to say that I sent her whatever video of Pxie in 2023 or something. But I never have. I don't have any logs of it. They haven't provided any proof of that. And at the hearing, they even said that Abby didn't have any proof of that. They just had that one DM. Comes now, plaintiff Jane Doe, by and through undersigned counsel, and very respectfully states, alleges, and prays as follows. This action seeks to hold defendant accountable for his unauthorized, intentional, and unlawful disclosure, dissemination of intimate images, and sexually explicit videos of the plaintiff, thereby causing plaintiff extreme emotional and physical distress, depression, anxiety, and harm to her personal and professional reputation. Plaintiff seeks injunctive relief, compensatory and punitive damages, attorney's fees, and any other relief this honorable court deems just and proper as a result of defendant's unlawful, extreme, and outrageous conduct towards plaintiff. Plaintiff brings claims pursuant to, inter alia, the Intimate Image Protection Act, 15 U.S.C. Cybersexual Harassment Statute, Florida Statute 74, and other Florida laws pertaining to rights to privacy, public disclosure, facts, and essential. Okay, jurisdiction and venue. Court has subject matter jurisdiction because of the federal law that they're citing for the Intimate Image Protection Act. And that also lets this court hear the state claims because they're related to the federal one right now. These are the two parties. Plaintiff Jane Doe is a citizen of the United States, a resident of Miami-Dade, Florida. Plaintiff brings this complaint anonymously due to the intimate and sensitive nature of the materials which form the subject matter of this complaint, despite the fact that she's posted literally her own fucking face in this complaint and publicized it on her own social media feeds, but okay. And then defendant Stephan Bonnell II. For some reason, they are still misspelling my name. I don't know how, but okay. It's a citizen of the United States and a resident of Miami Beach, Florida. Bonnell's a live streamer and a political commentator. He's over 840,000 subs on his YouTube channel. He has a huge following on X, Kick, Reddit, and Discord. Bonnell had over 700,000 followers on his Twitch channel before it was banned from Twitch in March 2022 due to hateful conduct. Nice. Plaintiff, known online as Pxie, is also a live streamer as well as an influencer. Is this not the same thing? Pxie has 15,000 followers on X, and on Twitch, she has 10,000 followers. Plaintiff began conversing with Bonnell on the Discord platform when she was approximately 19 years old. We know the first date that we messaged. She has that message. I don't know why she's lying about the age. I don't know why she won't just write her actual age. We both should have a log of her first message. Maybe she doesn't know numbers or can't read. I'm not sure. Bonnell was approximately 33 years old. They also know my birthday, and I don't understand why we're approximating ages here, but okay. At that time, Plaintiff was a new streamer in the same niche as Bonnell Politics. Approximately 2 years later, on or about September 12, 2020, after multiple conversations about consent and boundaries, Plaintiff engaged in sexual relations with Bonnell. Plaintiff was inexperienced and had only had physical relations with one other person prior to Bonnell. This is the only time Plaintiff Bonnell had sexual relations. During this one occasion, Bonnell recorded videos of Plaintiff and him engaging in sexual conduct. The videos, unbeknownst to Plaintiff at the time, sometime in 2022, Bonnell disseminated through electronic means one of the video to a 19-year-old woman using the screen name Rose. Pepe, yes. Rose was a random fan of Bonnell's on his Discord platform that reached out to him on Discord. Bonnell had never met Rose, despite knowing nothing about Rose and not even knowing her real name. Bonnell intentionally shared the video with Rose without plaintiff's knowledge or consent. Okay. Upon information and belief, Bonnell sent the video to Rose on Discord as a video linked to a Google Drive link. This is technically not actually true. I don't even think it was sent using, but it doesn't matter. But Bonnell's customary practice was to upload his sexually explicit videos to a Google Drive link and then share the link. It's kind of, okay. Google offers several privacy settings for shared links, allowing the owner to control who can access a file and what they can do with it. The privacy setting, this is one of the Kiwi farmers' arguments that they're running for. The privacy settings options include restricted, anyone with a link, or anyone in your organization. Bonnell chose the least restricted privacy setting for his Google Drive link. Anyone with the link. This setting makes the sensitive material accessible indefinitely to any third party possessing that link. This ongoing accessibility functionally equates to publicly posting explicit content online. If this was the case, that would mean that literally every single digital thing that you send counts as being published and forever online. Because, like, if somebody has a link or a file, it literally doesn't, like, this is the same thing in effect, right? But okay. There is court precedent that people have tried to make this argument in the past, and this is not a real argument, but I guess they want to try to make this one. They've walked back the initial date to saying, based on the available evidence to date, it cannot be conclusively determined whether Bonnell's dissemination of the video to Rose occurred on April or October. So the date here is important because if it's on April, then this law isn't in effect and they have no case. There's not a real contention here, unless they legitimately think there are 27 months in the year. This is not real. They try to get ahead of this Google Drive link, and they try to say that even if it was just sent as a video file on Discord, even if it was not sent via a Google Drive link, but was sent via a media attachment on Discord, it would still have been continuously accessible. Discord automatically creates the link, and anyone with access to that link can access the video. Every video sent on Discord automatically is embedded with a media attachment link. This link is a live link. Defendant has demonstrated knowledge of this feature because he routinely shares Discord media links in his public chat threads. The same analysis applies to both sharing the videos through Discord or sharing the video as a Google Drive link. Again, this argument is like immediately, well, hold on. If I were to share a digital file with somebody, they could just spread the file just the same as if I were to share a link with somebody. Like, it's the same thing. This is a nonsense argument. And again, I think the case law I've seen that counteracts this is, I don't remember if it was a 9th Circuit case or an 11th Circuit case. I don't know if there's anything in this circuit. Is Florida the 5th Circuit or 4th? What circuit is Florida in? Oh, 11th. Oh, maybe it was an 11th Circuit case then. That's good for me. Also, I don't even think any of this is true. They haven't submitted any proof of this. I don't think there is any proof of this. I don't even think I did a link here or whatever, but anyone with the link can view it. No Google account or sign-in is required, and it can be shared with anyone else. Thus, Bonnell's disclosure of the video to Rose was not just a one-time event, but rather constituted ongoing dissemination. I think that they have to be very, 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 very careful with this argument too, because I think if they run this argument down too hard, then the argument would literally just be that, because I do know that the way that I initially sent my stuff back to Pxie was just setting her Google Drive links. So if we're going to make the argument that that counts as publishing online, then she consented and acquiesced to it immediately when she received them. Like, so that this argument is just so stupid. I don't know why. Oh, well, I don't know why. It's because they're desperate, but whatever. Sometime of March of 2023, Bono began messaging with a fan on his on Instagram with a screen name AbbyMC. Over the course of their ensuing relationship, Bono sent AbbyMC multiple sections of videos to the Google Drive link. Videos that Bono sent to AbbyMC on the shared Google Drive link included one of the videos of plaintiff. There's no evidence of this. I think Abby said she has no evidence of this, and they've admitted they've seen no evidence of this, but okay. On or about November 29, 2024, it's actually a video plaintiff that Bono shared with Rose and AbbyMC was uploaded to the website Kiwi Farms by an individual with the screen name solely Tiny Leaks. The video was also disseminated on multiple other pornography websites, including not fans, blah, blah, blah. The caption of the video on the different platforms identified both Destiny and Pxie. The plaintiff's face is visible and identify the video. This is probably, like, this paragraph alone is one of the most disqualifying and insanely disgusting, crazy things. I don't know why this stupid fucking idiot keeps putting, like, all of this shit just in public filings for literally everybody to, like, it's just the most outrageous, stupid fucking thing. This is, like, one of the most, this is why I don't believe the suicidal claims or any of this other bullshit that she's saying. Like, this is just a deeply unserious way to approach, it's just deeply unserious. But Solo Tiny Leaks stated online that he accessed the videos that he posted on Kiwi Farms from links to Bono's Google Drive. I get Solo Tiny was able to access the video and then distribute it. Confirms that Bono's disclosure via an unsecured Google Drive link with the broadest possible privacy setting, enabled ongoing continuous distribution, and we're not one-time events. Literally, anybody that accesses anybody's digital device has access to every single digital file on that device. Like, that's like, I don't know actually why I keep saying digital. This would be true if I gave you like a Polaroid, like if I gave you a picture. Like if I gave you a Polaroid picture, would that count as continuous publishing? Look, it's such a stupid argument. Shortly after the video was posted, various friends and random followers of plaintiff informed about the dissemination video. Some of the messages are very accusatory. She is shocked, humiliated, and mortified by the dissemination of the sexually explicit video. As of today's date, the video has been, just keep talking about the websites. Nice. On the evening of November 29th, 2024, plaintiff sends a message to Bonell on Discord expressing her horror. They share the video of her. She asks him if he sent any additional pornographic videos to anyone. He admits his guilt. Okay, not really, but we'll get through that, I guess. Plaintiff asks him to delete any and all videos that he has of her. The leak of the video goes viral and is being discussed by thousands of followers of Destiny Pxie on various platforms, including YouTube, Discord, Reddit, blah, 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 blah. Plaintiff begins receiving messages. Many of the followers discussing the leaks on the different accounts falsely claim that plaintiff exchanged sex for professional growth and favors from Bonnell. Okay. Plaintiff feels increasingly humiliated, mortified, and depressed and starts feeling suicidal. On or about December 11th, 2024, she starts writing suicide notes. Plaintiff messages Bonnell and tells him that she is just tired of living anymore. It's a matter of time until my family discovers what happened. I feel like the best thing to do is for me to kill myself and schedule a post just detailing my feelings on what happened to try to ensure a situation like this doesn't happen again. Plaintiff then unfriends Bonnell on Discord so that she cannot receive any messages from him. I like how she doesn't admit that she asked me for money to make it so this didn't happen, which is extortion, by the way, but okay. On or about December 13th, 2024, suicide riz. On or about December 13th, 2024, plaintiff meets with Bonnell's close friend and business associate Kyla Turner. Plaintiff tells her about her thoughts, that she cannot bear the humiliation and harassment she is enduring, and that she wants to ensure Bonnell never does this to her or anyone else ever again. Yes, by being forced to give her $1 million. But I guess she doesn't mention that. Okay. Turner tells her she will talk to Bonnell and tell him what they discussed. On or about December 19th, Turner asks plaintiff if Bonnell has communicated with her or added her back as a friend. Plaintiff responds in the negative. Plaintiff continues feeling depressed and suicidal. Like the video is still a viral topic of conversation on multiple platforms. This is not true. People are not talking about her video at all. With people making horrible accusations about plaintiff. On the morning of January 20, 2025, 2 videos on YouTube are posted by 2 different streamers discussing the Pxie leak. The videos include screenshots of private messages of plaintiff discussing the situation with friends and claims that plaintiff took hush money, only cares about money, and does not care about the other victims of defendant. These videos have been viewed by thousands, including one, which of today was viewed by over 90,000 people. The majority of the posts by people assume that Bonnell shared the videos with plaintiff's consent and knowledge. On or about January 2025, in desperation, this is a lie. I've seen her DMs with Aaron, like they're publicly, you can see them on the videos. She had already crafted her statement at least a week earlier. So this wasn't out of desperation. She was always planning on doing this, but she pretends that she was forced by these videos. Plaintiff/Pxie goes online and announces that Destiny share the videos without her consent or knowledge and that she will be seeking legal recourse. That same day, Bonnell says he responds on various platforms, including Reddit Imager, and falsely claims that the video leak happened without my knowledge, consent, or authorization. They're trying to play this weird game where, like, when I say leak, obviously I'm talking about the guy that posted 30 videos online, and they try to say leak is just sending the video to anybody, so they play this word game back and forth a lot. This claim directly contradicts his November 29th, 2024 explicit written admission to plaintiff that he knowingly and intentionally shared the video with Rose without plaintiff's consent. That is not the claim, but okay. On January 20th, right after plaintiff announced publicly she would sue Bonnell, one of his followers, and she still includes all these weird hearsay or double hearsay things, even though they have no evidence of this. And in a hearing, they said that all these people deleted their accounts. On January 20th, writer to plaintiff announced publicly she would sue Bonnell. One of his followers reached out to plaintiff and told her that Bonnell had sent the video to her sister about 2 months earlier. The follower informs plaintiff that she believes Bonnell is still sending her sister sexually explicit videos of other women without their consent. Apparently, this person deleted their account. I don't even know why this is in here, but okay. On January 21st, 2025, aware of an impending lawsuit and potential criminal investigation, Bonnell starts destroying evidence, including deleting messages between him and plaintiff. They know this is untrue. I've been able to reproduce everything I have. They've been deleting messages, and I know she can't reproduce hers because she was trying to hide shit because she knew that she was trying to extort me. On January 23rd, 2025, Bonnell receives a letter from plaintiff's counsel informing him of plaintiff's intent to sue and demanding they preserve all evidence. On about January 23rd, Bonnell begins to publicly harass and defame plaintiff. Okay. Post on his website. Bonnell's attempt to divert blame from himself and cast blame on alleged hackers directly contradicted by his own prior explicit written admission to plaintiff that he intentionally shared the videos by his text message with Rose, in which he tells her about the video with a young girl that he will send her, and by AbbyMC's text message with her friend regarding Bonnell's dissemination of the video to her. Yeah, but it's just a message of her saying she's seen it. There's no proof of this. And there won't be. Bonnell continues defaming and harassing plaintiff on his website. He implies plaintiff is trying to milk him. Milker. She's not going after anybody else, blah, blah, blah. In or about January 25. Approximately 15 women reached out to plaintiff to tell her they received sexually specific images from Bonnell of other women without the other women's consent. 3 of these women also told plaintiff Bonnell deleted their chat threads after January 23rd, 2025. None of this is relevant. Initially, it was that all these people had also said that they had received videos of Pxie, but apparently all of these people also deleted their accounts or are no longer in contact with her. So nice, okay. Upon information and belief, multiple women, including more full names, and they misspelled her name, have recently come forward. They're not attached, at least one of these people's not attached to this complaint, but okay. Throwing Cherry in here, our wonderful friend, friend of the stream, girlfriend of the Gistical Hour. On or about January 23rd, Bonnell begins a smear campaign against plaintiff. The word gooner is slang for someone who's deeply blah, blah, blah. Okay, nice. So me talking about this is smear campaigns. I guess her Substack doesn't count though. On or about January 24th, 2025, another female political streamer talks about Bonnell's sharing of the video. She informs her followers that Destiny/Bonnell had recorded a conversation with her without her knowledge or consent. She alleges that when she refused to have sexual relationships with him, he became publicly hostile towards her. This is Denims, by the way. All of this is a lie. And then later he posted to his followers that he has the recording and that he could publish it. Then on February 9th, Bonnell retaliated against Denims by posting private sexual text messages between them to his community group chat. Did I post these initially or did Denims? But these were shared like 6 or 7 years ago. But it was just showing that she was trying to me. I wasn't trying to do any weird shit. But okay. On or about January 26, 2025, Hannah Brooke, a follower of Bonnell, contacted plaintiff and informs her that even after the video was publicized on November 29th, but Destiny/Bonnell offered to send the videos to her. This is still a lie. They haven't proved it. Their messages prove that this is the opposite. I guess they don't give a fuck. Days later, another follower posted Brooke's direct messages with Bonnell. After the messages go public, Bonnell released a message with Brooke in an attempt to cover it up. Or I just don't want to have DMs with this person who's being a weirdo. Also, when Brooke posted her messages with me, she deleted like 2 or 3 of them where she was goading me on. But also, this is just not true also. This claim was never made. And it's not in their submission or declaration either, but okay. Defendant has admitted that he disclosed the video to Rose, and there's evidence that he also disclosed it to other people without plaintiff's consent. No, there's not yet. The defendant could have and should have expected the videos would then be publicly disclosed and disseminated to hundreds of thousands of people online, which is exactly what foreseeably occurred. Again, they need to be really careful with this argument because if sending videos of yourself to other people means that it's foreseeable that they can be disclosed, then you are effectively cutting off your entire avenue to seek damages, because then the argument is going to be, oh, well, then you should have foreseen that could have happened. On January 30th, that comes up a lot in the hearing, which hopefully we get to read soon, maybe. Discipline elements, he's been actively deleting evidence of his wrongdoing. Nope, I haven't. Specifically, his messages with multiple women who have claimed that he shared. None of this has anything to do with the case. Who I wipe my DMs with has literally nothing to do with anything here. On about February 8th, 25, Bonnell. I don't know why they go back between Bonnell and Destiny. This is so. Who wrote this? Bonnell posts on X that he agrees with another post that claims that plaintiff is extorting him. On about February 9th, Bonnell makes another defamatory post on X and tells plaintiff only cares about getting money from him. True. He also informs all those followers that the video can still be seen on Kiwi Farms. The post has over 1 million views as of this date. I like how me complaining about this, they tried to sneak this one into. He tried to get me with this under cross-exam, and he fell apart. The lawyer did, because these guys are crazy. I like how they're literally posting links and search terms in their public filings, and then they're complaining about me saying it's really annoying that all of my shit is still hosted on Kiwi Farms and no one is doing anything about it. Yeah, but good one. The videos disclosed by Bonnell were of a private nature, were never intended for public distribution. Defendant's actions will cause plaintiff severe emotional blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then this is just the laws that they're doing, yeah. They have to show up in court every time there's an update? No, only for hearings. We only have to show one time. This reads more like an attempt at cancellation with the amount of random shit in there. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what they're doing. They're just trying to like throw random shit in. But like, again, the only thing that really matters now is the AbbyMC thing, which is who the, I don't know. If she actually did get brain damage from that car accident, and that's like explanatory of all her behavior over the past year and a half, that would be really sad. It would be even more crazy that Pxie's taking advantage of her to try to keep her case alive. What about the dismissal? Well, I imagine next, I think we try to file a motion to dismiss. But again, on the pleading stage, the judge is supposed to read all the facts of the complaint as though all the facts are true. So it would be surprising if he dismissed it here, but I don't know. We'll see. The fact that he invited one, I think, is nice. But so did the gag order not work? There is no gag order. They were kind of asking for effectively what would be a gag order, but the judge noticed that they were being tricky with the the judge noticed that they were being tricky with. They sent us a motion to agree to, and then we did, but the one they filed with the court was completely fucking different. So the judge denied that one and granted, basically the motion is granted in part, just like an ordinary protection order over discovery information. So whatever we trade back and forth on discovery, we can't like post publicly. Especially in a case like this, I mean, it's kind of fair, yeah? Can you expand on your take on the Google Drive link argument? Why is whether the link is public or private not an important difference? Because having a link is the same thing. Like a file is basically the same thing. It's all just digital data, right? Like if you send me a Google link, it's not really, I mean, except for maybe through some maybe hack, but like let's say you send me like a link to a file versus you sending me the file itself. My ability to transfer that file to anybody else is the exact same, right? Like say you send me a picture of your mom versus sending me a link to a picture of your mom. It's the same thing. You can do the same. Like, did you send him my thing? Oh no, don't worry. I didn't send him a thing. I didn't send him that thing. I just sent him a link to your thing. It's like, oh, okay, thank God. But the funny thing is I think it was an 11th Circuit case. There was a case where somebody tried to make that argument because somebody apparently messed up and posted a Google Drive link publicly. I think they posted the link publicly and they included the link up top and it was a public link. And then but the judge ruled that didn't count as public disclosure because I don't remember what the argument was, but even that didn't count as public disclosure. So are you able to say why you believe they deleted evidence? Pxie? Because she knew she was trying to extort me. And my guess is going to be that Lauren and her were probably going over the conversations and Lauren probably told her, you have to delete this part because this is like, there's a reason why there was never a specific dollar amount brought up with me, I think. All she complained about was that because the thing in her first message was, one of the things she said when I said, if I could help or whatever, she said, I think that, what was it? It's in the mini fest I wrote about this. She said that, I feel like any dollar amount that I ask for, you're going to say no to, and that's just going to make me feel even worse. And that's the message that she deleted. Maybe because it's the one that came the closest to like bringing up a dollar amount to me. But my guess is Lauren told her to delete that message. But also, also when I looked at it, it's funny actually, because I think a hater posted this or sent me some DM. And I didn't realize this until way too late. I don't think I even sent that video as a Google Drive link. So none of that even applies to this. So it's all moot. But even if it did, it's all this is stupid, yeah. How did she even come up with 15 million? I have no idea. She took the statutory maximum and multiplied it by 100. I still think you would have been better off paying her off. What, paying her $1 million? No, that's crazy. You're going to come out of this whole situation minus $1 million anyway. No, so wouldn't it make sense to settle outside of court and avoid all this bullshit? I don't think I'll get to that level of expense, hopefully. By the time it's all said and done, hopefully we're under 600K. Which is still pretty gross. But I would pay 600K to prevent her from getting 100K or whatever. That would just never, she's the most disgusting person I think I've ever interacted with at this point in my entire life. Like I'll burn through some cash to make it so she's not getting any, especially if knowing that the way that this all ends up and seeing all the filings, like she'll probably get dragged by the end of this too. So like I'm okay with that. Her behavior's just been abhorrent. Why would I reward that? Right? There might've been also, I will say though, there might have been some wiggle room for some kind of negotiation, but she destroyed all of that when she posted the Substack. As soon as she posted the Substack, her chances of getting anything were deleted. But my guess is she's probably from a rich family anyway, I guess. If she can waste, because she's not spending, her legal fees at this point must be in excess of 50K. And she hasn't mentioned anything publicly about spending any of the money that she fundraised. So my guess is her parents probably are just paying for all of this. It's a family friend, family favor, and then she just pocketed the 50K because she doesn't make any money online anyway. That's my guess.